Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. The Treasure State Lifestyles Montana magazine supporting the Montana Lifestyles podcast, where I get to hang out at Legends West, interviewing amazing artists, having an awesome time, and getting to talk with my kind of people.
All right, yeah.
Kelly,
Let's
thank
do
you
this.
so much for coming all the way across from the other side. How's things going on your end over there?
You know what? Seems to be a pretty good flow of people coming
Yeah.
through. I've talked to a lot of good people.
Even this early in the show on a Thursday.
Yeah.
What, now, how long have you been doing this for yourself?
I've been doing it full time for 23 years.
23 years?
Yeah.
So you just started?
Yeah, I just started, yeah. I've been doing shows for 40 years.
That's
but
incredible.
Full time, yeah.
Can you tell me what got you started in the beginning? Because I'm not a full-time artist.
Right.
And so when you're thinking about making the big leap and the decision of, oh my gosh, maybe this is something I should do with my life, what was the first decision that made you go that route?
Well, I knew that from when I was 6 years old.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You're going to be an entrepreneur from 6, huh?
Yeah, full-time artist. I'm not good at anything else. And I'm not getting any leading roles, so.
Oh yeah. Were you hoping to be the next?
Maybe
Brad
Brad
Pitt
Pitt
or something?
But so I just pursued this fine art career for when I was a little kid.
Yeah.
And I do cowboy art, and that's what I love.
Yeah.
So that's my main thing. And I don't know, I was along the road. I was painting billboards and doing other sign work,
wow.
and
Yeah.
it just got to the point where I was selling more art than I was working for someone else.
Right,
so
right.
That's what pushed me into
Right.
going full time.
What an exciting lifestyle, though. What exciting life.
I live a retired lifestyle,
Yeah.
but so I do what I love for work, so
Yep.
it's not really work, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how many shows are you doing these days?
I only do 4 or 5 shows, but early on I was doing 15 or 16 shows.
Oh,
and
my land.
Yeah, it's a lot,
Yeah,
but
the
I was
travel
young
life.
then.
Yeah. So where are you from?
I'm from northern Utah, Brigham City, Utah.
So how long was your drive here from Utah?
Oh, that's a treacherous. Got to Flagstaff, and Medina Pass was closed.
Yep. I was wondering if you'd get stuck in that.
Well, so we decided an alternative route and went up to West Yellowstone to go to Bozeman and come over. Well, that was a mistake. It was a blizzard. It was a 5-hour ordeal.
So you came in yesterday, I assume?
We came in yesterday. We got to West Yellowstone, and there was a big accident that kept us from going to Bozeman. So we turned around and came back to Rexburg, Idaho, then back to 15 and up, and there was no problem after that. But
I know that there were multiple people that we were concerned about because of what you guys might not know is that we had an incredibly crazy blizzard come through.
Yeah.
It was complete whiteout here.
Yeah.
I pushed one of our friends out of an area. She was stuck in a snowdrift and stuff. Yeah, no, everyone was struggling.
Yeah, it was tough.
And we were sending up prayers for everyone to get here safe.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm so glad you're here. Coming all the way from Utah. A little change in temperature as well, huh?
It's about the same.
It's about the same?
It's a little cooler. Montana didn't get the note that where spring was supposed to come, I don't think.
We're not even close to that.
They didn't get
and we even had the weather where it dropped down to, what was it? I think it was negative 50 with the wind chill. And that was quite a winter season. So.
Well, are you a native Montanian?
No, I'm actually here. That's the funny thing. I was from Florida for 16 years, a military brat.
Right. Yeah.
And so I've lived here for 6 years. But I've loved Montana. So when you get the smackdown from negative 50, you begin to question your life choices slightly.
That's a smackdown.
That was quite a thing. I've never experienced that.
Yeah, that's cold.
Yeah, just a bit.
They say it doesn't matter after 0, but it does.
It does. No, it really does. When touching metal suddenly becomes feeling like you got electrocuted, there is a certain point in time where below 0 does actually have an effect.
Yes, it sure does. If your tongue sticks to it, it's not good.
Yeah. Especially if you try at that temperature. Good heavens. So now, your oil paintings, I assume.
Right, and I do bronze.
And you do bronzes as well.
Yes.
What a crazy, expensive passion to be involved in with the bronzing.
Yeah, it's gone up in the past few years quite a bit. I do probably 100 paintings or 150 paintings to one bronze.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And then where are you traveling to do your bronzing at?
There's a little foundry just south of me, about an hour and a half, called
good.
Metal Arts Foundry in
Yeah.
Lehigh, Utah.
Yep.
And they've treated me good all these years. I'm not that guy who comes in and orders a whole casting.
Right.
So
right.
But they treat me like a number one client.
It's incredibly difficult right now to find a foundry.
Yeah, a lot of them are closing.
Closed.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep, I get it. Yeah. So this one here has just been really good.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. What kind of brushes do you like to use as you're painting? You got any sort of brand that you like going for?
Oh, so years ago, when I was going to college, I bought the cheapest brushes I could afford.
As we all do, right?
And then as I got going more and more, people told me to buy more expensive brushes.
Yep.
Well, I wore them out just as fast as I did the cheap ones.
Yep.
So I just use Master's Touch, and I like a flat, natural bristle mostly, and then I don't use very many small brushes. I like to see.
You want big strokes.
I want paint strokes and people to feel it, and so I use a few like aught rounds for detail and things like that. But I just like the texture of paint.
And Master's Touch are great and very, very affordable.
Right, yeah.
Very affordable, especially when you get that half off sale. Was it 40% off sale? 50%?
Yeah.
Those
Two
are
for one,
so
basically.
nice.
Mostly. Yeah. You wait for those.
Oh yeah, no. You count. You check your phone, looking. Okay, is it up yet? Yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely, and you gotta appreciate supporting Hobby Lobby and everything they're doing.
Oh yeah,
They're doing
they're I don't know how to say it, but I like the way they think.
I love the way they think.
Yeah, I like the way they think.
I'm completely with you on that.
Yeah.
And the branding that they do for Master's Touch just has an extra little
yeah.
So, folks, 100%, you find family when you come here, and you get to be a part of this. It was about 3 shows ago in the middle of 2020 that I had a big realization of the world of art. I was a caricaturist at Disney for over 10 plus years, drawing caricatures and stuff, and I got burned out, and I just didn't want to touch any of that again. And then I came to an art show in the middle of 2020 here in Great Falls, and it changed my world.
And now you're painting what you want to paint.
And now I'm painting what I want to paint. Yeah. And I've only been painting now for about a year, but and being scared of oils and then finally figuring them out to an extent. The journey is amazing.
But when you get them, I'm still trying to figure them out too. But when you get there, it's very what's the word I'm looking for? It's
enlightening.
It's enlightening,
refreshing.
Yes, empowering.
Yo, boy, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And then now, what's your usual style? I've talked to some folks, and they say Vermeer, where they're doing layering and such like that. What's your style? You're saying big paint strokes.
Yeah, I'm more Frank Tenney Johnson.
Okay, yeah.
I like James Reynolds. Those are my idols. Mm-hmm. And so I like to see texture.
Yeah.
I like to see brush strokes, but I also like to see some detail.
Yeah.
But I don't go crazy with my detail.
Yeah. But you want to see some paint on the fabric. You want to see
absolutely. And I think people want that too.
Yeah.
Generally.
And then what's your? I love asking this question as well. What mediums do you like to use while you're painting? What do you like to do for your varnishing?
All right, so I'm a little different probably than most people. I really don't. I use a very little bit of liquid to saturate my paint a little bit.
Yeah.
And then when my painting's dry, I just varnish my painting with liquid.
You varnish your painting with liquid?
With liquid. I just put a coat of liquid on it, and it brings the painting back to like it was originally painted.
Right.
And then it's I've never had any kind of an issue with it, and I've been doing it for years.
It's a new idea for me. I've never even thought about using liquid as a varnish.
Well, varnish, you have to wait 6 months or a year to put you're supposed to.
Well, with how you're painting, especially.
Yeah.
If you're not using the liquid the way that I cheat and try to, because most of this stuff is dry overnight.
Right.
Or at least sticky tack and ready for next round. With the liquid, I use liquid and whatever the other Galkid. Oh. And I do a mix of the two. Mm-hmm. But no, for you, you're having to wait forever for that to do that. But then
if you varnish, the liquid you can do it when it's dry to the touch.
That's a very interesting idea. I'm gonna have to mess with that.
Try it.
See, that's why I love doing these interviews because I'm getting the tips and tricks.
You'll learn some things.
This is awesome.
I hope you don't get some blowback that I'm a nut.
There are so many nuts that sit in the chairs next to me.
Okay.
It's all good. It's all good. Well, and everyone is allowed their opinion too.
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't have to listen to it,
It's
but everyone's
America.
allowed their opinion.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we're still allowed that.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we're probably not, but we should be. How about that?
In my mind, we are.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Kelly Donovan, artist of the Old West. Please go check out his stuff on Facebook. Kelly Donovan, artist of the Old West. Just look that up. Hey, and you got an Instagram too. Good for you.
Yeah, my kids made me do it.
Oh, and you should. You should. It makes sense. Kelly.donovan.studio on Instagram. But I will tell you this. I don't care how good a photographer Kelly is. No painting can truly be seen for the depth and breadth of what it is until you see it in person.
That's true. Yeah.
That is a fact.
Yeah.
And we have so many amazing artists here right now at the Legends West show. You just need to come on out. You will have so much fun.
Yeah, it's a great time.
And
Come by and see me.
Yeah, absolutely. you might be surprised. It might change your life.
Yeah.
You know, what's the number of your booth? It's somewhere that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's 43. I don't know.
43.
Yeah.
So when you come into the show, hang a left, take it all the way to the end, and then follow it down the way, and you'll find him on the right-hand side, on the left side of the show.
Right.
And you will love his work. So, folks, big thank you once again to Johnson Madison Lumber. They're the sponsor of the podcast. We deeply appreciate them. If you're doing any woodworking, if you're building your future home, if you're maybe like me and you like to make frames and crazy stupid stuff, well, you can get the right wood from Johnson Madison Lumber with 300 years of combined experience. They'll take good care of you. And then, of course, a humongous thank you to Treasure State Lifestyles Montana magazine for supporting this podcast and making it a reality. I've got one more favor for you, sir. Would
Yes,
you
sir.
mind? I have a little bit of homework for you to quickly do for me. So,
Okay.
every year,
Yeah.
I take a magazine and I ask my friends to please sign it for me. Would you do the honors?
Yeah, I can do that.
And then I have one more request for you to sign as well. And I would suggest the black marker for this, but I support you on whatever one you choose to do. I have a cowboy hat here that I wore when I asked my lovely wife who's sitting over there to marry me.
Wow,
So this hat is very special to me.
So that has some sentimental value.
It certainly does. If you would do the honor and sign that as well, I'd greatly appreciate it.
That's a big marker.
Yep.
Okay.
I go for full style. It's up to you, however you prefer to do it. Folks, more coming your way right here on the podcast. Thank you so much. And also, by the way, thank you so much to Ferrins Furniture for providing these awesome, comfortable chairs. My wife and I have been sitting in these, and I'm using the excuse of trying to put the videos together, but I'm sitting here and I'm like, oh, I'm good.
Yeah, you need a sandwich.
So, it's quite nice, isn't it? Yeah, so Ferrins Furniture, go and check out their furniture right here in Great Falls. And thank you so much for signing my hat. I appreciate it. And folks, more coming your way here. By the way, please follow all the Facebooks that you see all this coming on. We got it coming on the Treasure State Lifestyles Montana Facebook, on the Legends West Facebook, on the several radio stations around our town. Seriously, we're getting this out there. And if you would do the honor of hitting that share button if you like Kelly's work, share it out there. Let's let everyone know where Kelly is.
All right, thanks.
Thank you, sir.
so much.
More coming your way. We'll be right back.